thanks for being here. And I was just thinking the other day, 10 years ago when I got to Kentucky, there were about 80 people in the stands in 2005, and it's a really exciting time of year for our fans, for people involved in the sport. Last year the viewership for the NCAA selection show was up 300%, and to show that this year they moved the selection show to an hour long on ESPNU. And I think for us as a sport, and a growing sport not only in this area but across the country, I think that says a lot about the game of volleyball nationally, and especially right here in Kentucky. And I can't tell you how many specific questions I'm getting now about our game, to what a libero is, and why they come from Assumption High School, and or this club program, or how many rotations there are in the sport of volleyball, and what's more important, ball control and setting or a kill. And I've never gotten those types of questions, and I think that says a ton about our sport. It shows that the viewership, the attendance all across the country is way up, and with the NCAA tournament starting tomorrow here, it's a great opportunity. We get to host again. A chance to be at home, the highest seed we've ever had, and it's a tribute to our players. We had a great regular season and several all-conference award winners, and just to me and especially our young players, the most exciting time to be participating in this sport. So we're excited again to have Oakland here, and also Lipscomb and Ohio State competing in the first match tomorrow night, and with the winners playing Saturday, and just can't wait to get on the floor and get after it.
How do you think your team is going into the tournament?
I think we're playing really well. I think we hit a lull after we lost 2 out of 3, I believe, in the middle of the conference season, and only lost 3 all year in the league. But I felt like our confidence was shot a little bit, and it took a little bit to go. But the last 2 weeks, I feel like we're as energetic, and the effort and confidence is really at a point where I haven't seen in the last month and a half. And the execution and what we're doing in practice is something that not very many teams have done here in Kentucky.
What do you need to do to get out of this site and move on in the tournament?
That's a good question. Oakland is a team. Typically a team like Oakland has a couple players that dominate, and Oakland's a team that has 4 or 5 players that really make an impact in the match, and so we have to have a great game plan to know what they're going to do against us, and how to defend their players, because they are uniquely balanced, I think, in that regard. So we need to play well, and if we're lucky enough to advance in that match, then you play against 2 teams that probably have the most contrasting styles, I think, in terms of a matchup. So you would have to be really prepared for the next match, because it is such a different match.
What about playing at home? How do you think that helps you?
Some people might say it's a disadvantage because you got a lot of distractions at home. I think it's a great advantage, because we do have our home fans. Our attendance has been really good the last few matches, and had great response in terms of watching this team, the excitement level of this team. And so being in your home floor, being in your own locker room, being in your own beds, eating in familiar places is something that I think gives us an advantage, and we're able to be rested and ready to go.
Coming off 3 straight wins and earning the program's highest NCAA seed at 13th, what is the team's confidence like?
Well, I think they'll feel pretty good. I think they, with 26 wins and beating a lot of good teams this year, playing 10 matches against, teams that are already in this tournament, I think gives us an understanding and appreciation of how the level we need to play at to advance. And, we've been practicing really well, and I think the energy and confidence is in a good place.